The concept of smart city comprises different applications of IoT solutions. Combined, they are able to both facilitate citizens' life and make public administration more efficient. At Futurecom event, companies show different Internet of Things solutions, such as smart lighting, bus stop, and audio analytics from improving security. And all these solutions can be controlled by the dashboard. How does it work?
Well, basically, we have implemented in the dashboard here, on top of a geographic information system, a center of operations that consolidates all the information from several sensors and smart devices that are connected to the network, and are organized into the various interests of the mayorship. We're talking environmental issues like sensors or pollution and noise. We're talking about garbage collection, about pollution and such. In the environmental piece, we're talking mobility, okay, like transportation, traffic, and the connected bus stop, for example. We have energy issues as well. We're monitoring the smart lamppost you just showed. We have communication questions like telecommunications. And finally, security, where standing right beside you over there, there's an intelligent audio analytics sensor that is able to identify security-related sounds like robberies, people yelling, or the sound of people hitting on metal that can be an attempt to breach something.
And how is everything integrated? I mean, because they are different solutions with different systems, and you put all together in this dashboard?
Well, Roberto, that's the big question, I think. Ever since we began studying the topic of IoT, we noticed not only the variety of use cases, but also the big number of vendors that are showing up every day. There are several protocols of communications, okay, which presents also a big challenge. And what we did was develop our IoT cloud platform, which is basically a smart platform that can connect to different protocols, all of these devices, normalize the information to put inside a processing unit where we have big data analytics, where we have decision making, and where we have an integration bus to communicate with outside systems and allowing us to integrate with the process management systems and such. Besides that, we also have an SDK under development that will allow us to open up all these capabilities to external companies that want to develop their own applications, for example, using our intelligence, our platform, making us, enabling them to lower the barrier entries to get into this market.
And how is the IoT adoption in Brazil? I know some case study in particular cities, but I believe it is just starting right now. And if you can compare Brazilian adoption to the more developed countries, such as countries in Europe, we have Spain, which has several cities more with IoT and the concept of smart city more developed.
Okay, well. We already have some key niche products in place, like we're beginning to see smart grid in Brazil. So we are participating in at least 3 different smart grid projects. They're pilot projects, but again, it's very new and it's exciting. There are some initiatives in several cities in Brazil for doing stuff like intelligent garbage collection and Paulínia, for example. There are smart parking solutions available in Águas de São Pedro, for example. There is a large community of machine-to-machine developers. Some service providers are trying to help a community of developers in doing this. There are great initiatives like Kubo from Itaú, which are aiming to help startup companies come up with new developments and innovation displays. Of course, Brazil, we have always had challenges with the prices of imported goods from outside, but the great thing about all this IoT movement is that since the price of the components is going down, there's more and more material available for us to innovate and create new products. We are already showing here 3 products that come up from different Brazilian vendors, startup companies,
Which one are they?
The audio alerts, the smart lighting from HGA, and the waste basket over there that aims at collecting residue from floods and such, and for avoiding problems with the plumbing.
You said Brazilian are you manufacturing here in Brazil? I know you are ICT integrator, but are you buying those products that are manufactured in Brazil?
Well, that's our plan. We are a full systems integrator, so we have an ecosystem of partners, and our ecosystem just became huge from all of these different vendors. And yes, we're gonna do end-to-end projects that where we will buy and resell products from the several different vendors.
My last question regards big data analytics. I guess to all IoT solutions to work together, you have to implement a huge infrastructure and based on analytics to analyze and to understand all data that come from those different solutions. Is this a huge challenge, and how companies such as PromonLogicalis is trying to solve them?
All right, great question. I mean, today we already have a great amount of information. When we see the capabilities that we have with all these smart devices, okay, like sensors, environmental sensors, noise analytics, waste baskets and such, we generate even more information. And the key to success is how we handle this. Information is huge, big data is there, there's a lot of technology, and companies like us are making usage of what's available either from vendors, okay, but especially from the community. There's this huge open source movement going on. Hadoop is a great example. We use a lot of big data, open source big data technologies in our system, leveraging what there's available, what the community is enhancing and developing, so that we can have our big data platform that can handle all this vast amount of data in real time, and also making all of this available to startup companies that don't have this big data knowledge, but they want to do stuff because they are creative and they are coming up with smart products and such.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you, Roberta. It's a pleasure.
Follow all Futurecom news at rclwireless.com.